Hello students, this is your Pilates Level 1, Pilates 1, mat class number 2. And we're going to use some seated work today, so if you'd like to get some sitting pads, what you can use is some old books you might have laying around that were big enough for you to sit on. I've rubber banded these, but you could just wrap them in a towel to keep them from sliding if need be. Or if you have a little step stool that you can use to sit on that's not too high, you know, a little step stool or something, that might work too. Otherwise, you can stack a bunch of folded towels and that could work, or use some sort of firm pillow would also work. Okay, so before we get to the sitting pads, have them ready and make sure you have what I told you in the tutorial, your little rounded kind of folded towel to use between the legs and your head support towel. For stretching, we might use a longer towel, or you can also use a strap, like a belt or a strap would work too. Let's start in our Pilates V standing. Zip up the inner legs, tighten the abdominals, make sure you're in that neutral pelvis. And then just lift the shoulders up, back, and down for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then reach up, inhale. Circle side and down, exhale, reach up, inhale. Circle, and one more, reach up and interlace behind the head. Shrug up, inhale. Glide the shoulders down, exhale. Press slightly back without disturbing your head, neck, or shoulders. Release, inhale. Glide the shoulder blades down the back ribs. Press it gently back. Carefully don't pop the ribs forward. Keep the ribs knitted together and release. One more, shrug. Glide down, make sure earlobe is over shoulder, not pulling that head forward. And press the elbows a little bit back. And release the arms down. Come to your sitting pads. Cross your legs in front. And we'll just do a little bit of seated work here today. All right, lifting tall on your sitting bones, lifting the front and the back pelvis muscles in and up together like they're sandwiching front to back, back to front. Lift your side waist, wide collarbone. Let's reach up again, inhale. Press out, exhale. Be sure to breathe deeply in through the nose, out through the mouth. This next one will stay up and reach from your side waist. And for 10, 9, 8, 7, reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press out and down. Interlace behind. Just give it a little press for the shoulders and stretch back a little. Release. Let's take a lateral bend, up and out, side body over, and make sure you don't lift the sit bones, and lift from your bottom waist. Up and out, remembering to go directly side, not toward the floor, but toward the side wall. Lift from your bottom waist to initiate coming back to center. So it's those obliques that are helping you come back up. Inhale and lift from the bottom waist. And one more, up and out to the side wall. Check those shoulders, check your head alignment, and lift. Soles of your feet together. I'm going to turn for this one so you can see. And again, remember, move the feet a little forward so you're not jammed up and hunkered. So feet a little forward in that diamond shape. Grab your shins to help you elongate the front to back, back to front length against an imaginary wall. Scoop and hollow back into C curve. Rock onto sit bones, lengthen. Scoop up and back, so it's always initiating from your abdominals and curling from that really low back area where the tailbone and sacrum are. And lengthen. Now we add the wave. Curve up and back, C curve, round forward over the legs into spine stretch. Lengthen flat back diagonal and come to center. Scoop up and back, round forward. Lengthen flat back, center. One more, scoop and curve, round forward. Lengthen high flat back. Hold there, feel that length through your spine from your tailbone to the top of your head. Bring the whole thing center, and now cross your legs again in your tailor sit. And we're going to grab your towel. You can use your shorter towel that you're using for your head support. Open it up. It's folded once at this point, and then I'm going to fold it twice. And now I've got a little narrower piece. Grab the ends. This becomes our little taut position where we're using it like we would our dowel or pole. So you're going to reach forward and up overhead rib cage arms. Inhale. And forward and down. And just keep a slight tautness on the towel throughout. Focus on your posture, neutral position of the spine and pelvis as you're moving the arms. Careful not to hunch those shoulders, and watch that head alignment. We don't want to pull the head forward or look down. We want to keep our focus out. Next one, we add on. Inhale, rib cage arm up. Bend to the top of the back of the head without pulling the head forward. Keeping the hands a little behind the elbows. Try to reach up without hunching. Glide your shoulder blades down your back ribs and forward to hover above the legs. Inhale to your little goal post. Exhale. Reach up, sliding those shoulder blades down and forward one more time. Inhale. Bend. Exhale. Glide it up. Reach, reach, reach. Stay. Now just a tiny side dip. Not too far. We don't want to lift those sit bones, and come up. We're still warming up. Up to a high diagonal through both sides of your body and up. So I'm not crunching. I'm lifting up to the high diagonal, but careful the shoulders don't go up. They stay down. And last time, reaching side dip and up. Now bring it forward and down. Good. Okay, and then put your towel down and go hand to elbow, hand to elbow. Remember, we're not going to touch our body. We're a little forward of it, but we're not up high. We're a little below shoulder height. Lift and lengthen the side body and the abdominals and your low back pant waist pulling up like somebody grabbed it and pulled up, and keep that real connection front to back, back to front. And now we do our spine twist. Inhale to rotate to your right and exhale to center. Grow taller as you spiral upward, twisting to the left. Inhale and center. Remember, don't move anything below the waist. This is all upper body. Twist. Inhale and center. Exhale and twist. Inhale and center. Exhale. Two more. Twist. Inhale and center. Exhale. Twist. Inhale, growing tall, and center. Release. All right, move your sitting pads to the side and refold your towel as a head support now. We're going to fold it into a little almost square, little rectangular position, and have that right next to you, as well as your little spacer, and move your sitting pads out of the way. And then let's tuck and roll on the side and onto your back. No head support yet. And put your little towel between your knees. Bring your feet under your knees as well, so the feet are only a fist apart between your ankle bones. Arms are alongside. Neutral pelvis. You have your itty bitty space under the waist, but nothing really showing there very much because we have all that tissue and stuff in there. But we feel the bones have that very slight little flattened mouse house. We're going in and out of neutral, hollow and scoop, flattening the back waist. Roll the tailbone in the direction of the heels and scoop and curl. Now notice we're curling by hollowing rather than bulging, so you have to consciously think like a piece of taffy. Just keep doing this as I talk. Piece of taffy scooping up under your ribs like it's a very flat, wide piece of taffy under there. And it has that kind of feeling of going in and up. And that's what you should feel in this scooping, kind of hollowing feeling of the front abdominals as you curl the tailbone and flatten the waist. Just curling in that slight pelvic tuck, but not gripping your glutes yet. One more, scoop and curl. And roll down. Now remember, nothing under the head, just your mat, and we're doing our bridge next. So make sure your feet are right under your knees. Inhale, scoop and curl, flatten the waist, roll up to your bridge in a straight line. Inhale, heavy chest, bone by bone to roll down and return to neutral. Inhale, scoop and curl, roll up to straight line. Inhale, heavy chest, and roll bone by bone. Let's do one more. Inhale, pelvic curl, roll it up. Inhale, sink the chest, and roll it down. Now slip your little head support in under the back of the skull. Remember, the neck is free to float. We're putting the towel under the back of the head, not the neck. And then you're just thinking of that slight elongation, earlobe over shoulder idea, and then that neutral pelvis, tight abdominals, like a seat belting or saran wrapping across here. All right, and then we're gonna remove our little towel as well to the side, bring our knees and feet together. Let's lift the right leg to a perfect tabletop. Inhale and lower, exhale. Lift the left, inhale, no pelvic movement, and lower. So nothing moving but the leg. The trunk does not move or wobble. So you're focusing your abdominals and control, that principle of control. Always controlling both directions, both the lift of the leg and the lowering down of the leg. So we put it down very precisely and carefully, like we're putting it on that pool of water. And now on this next one, we're gonna lift to tabletop and stay, lift the left other side to join, legs together, little alternating dip out and down, keeping that right angle in the knee, just moving the whole leg from your hip socket, and dip, inhale, try not to arch your ribs up, really keep your back ribs on the mat like we've been practicing, and dip it, inhale, and lift it, exhale, and dip it, inhale, and lift and stay. Grab behind, hug the knees in, round your back. You get a good little stretch there. And then one at a time, put your feet down. Put your little spacer back between your knees, feet a little bit apart. Draw the tailbone down to neutral, interlace your fingers. Hands behind the bony parts of the skull. Heel of the hand on the little occipital bones behind the ears. And then again, your elbows on just a slight forward diagonal. And now we do ab curl. Inhale, nod the chin, lengthening the back neck. Sink that breastbone away from the chin to curl forward. Check your tailbone lengthening toward the mat. Hold, inhale, and lower, exhale. Inhale, nod, sink the breastbone to curl forward. Hold, inhale, lower, exhale. Inhale, nod the chin, sink the breastbone, curl and stay, and reach forward. Now grab on and lift that 1/2 inch, but no tuck. Stay at that height, hands behind, hold for 5. Nice deep breaths, 4. Keep breathing, 3, 2, 1, and lower down smoothly. Inhale, nod the chin, sink the breastbone away from the chin to curl forward, and reach forward again. Grab on, lift the 1/2 inch, check your shoulders down, tailbone down, hands behind. And now tiny pulse, a little 1/2 inch and up. 1, real small. 2, no tuck. 3, tailbone lengthening. 4, last one, hold. 5, inhale, nice flattening across the low belly, and lower, exhale. Now ab curl with rotation. Inhale, nod. Sink to curl, exhale, stay, twist to your right diagonal. Bring it center, don't lower down in between. Twist left and center, twist right and center, twist left, center, hold, inhale, lower, exhale. Inhale, nod, sink to curl, exhale, tailbone anchored, and twist to the left diagonal. Center, you're just looking past that knee, and center, you're not trying to take your elbow to the floor, just keeping that little ab curl. And one more, and twist, and center, lower, down. All right, remove your hands, remove your little spacer again to the side. We're going into our little spine twist supine, which is our knee sways. Bring your feet in close and put the balls of the feet on the mat, heels up, but keep your tailbone anchored. And remember to keep that length with your ribs against the mat, your little space, and the back pelvis against the mat throughout this, or actually not throughout this, but in your starting position. And every time you come back to center, anchor this position. Reach up, open your arms to the T shape, letter T. Put them on the floor, but make sure they're not up above you, up above your head, a little below shoulders. Now, squeeze the legs, draw the tailbone down, and brace across the low abdominals like a seat belt or saran wrapping. Keep that tautness across the belly and sway over with your pelvis and knees to the right. Squeeze with the abdominals to bring it center. And over to the left, keep the opposite shoulder anchored on the mat and squeeze to center smoothly and fluidly. Over to the right, no arching that low back, and squeeze to center. Exhale, and over to the left, keep the right shoulder down and initiate with your abdominals to bring it back. So it's always the abdominals as your focus. And again, over to the right, and squeeze to center. Exhale, and over to the left. This time when you come center, pause, heels down. Now I'm giving you the next level of difficulty on this exercise, and remember, if you have back issues, keep your toes down like we just did and do it again that way. If you feel pretty good today, pick up your legs one at a time to tabletop. Bring the legs completely together like they're rubber banded together, and as a unit, your legs and pelvis will move only as far as you do not arch your low back or let your shoulder come off the mat on the opposite side. So left shoulder stays down as we tip to the right, only as far as you can keep everything together and not arch your back. And then bring it back to center, anchor the tailbone at the center. Tip, it doesn't have to be very far, and keep your knees and feet together. Don't let them slide apart. And squeeze to center. And over to the left, keeping the knees and feet together, and over to the right, keeping your left shoulder down, and squeeze to center. And over to the left, keeping your right shoulder down, and squeeze to center. Pause, grab behind the back legs, hug in, take one breath here, inhale, exhale, put the feet down one at a time, knees and feet together, move the feet a couple of inches away, so they're not right under your knees, or a little forward of the knees. Tailbone anchored, arms up, crossing hand over hand. Shoulders draw down, and we're ready for the little side-to-side hula. We inhale, nod, ab curl to reach toward the top, knees looking there. Check tailbone down. Now outside the right knee, straight across left knee. Exhale, right, left, reach, reach. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Exhale, four more, 4, 3, 2, 1, center, inhale, lower down, exhale, roll the head side to side. Bring your feet back under your knees, open the feet a few inches, put your spacer between your knees, and we're ready for the 100. We're gonna do the full 100, no break in the middle. If you need to though, in the middle, put your head down for a few sets. Please feel free to do that. If your neck gets too fatigued, we don't want strain there. Put it down, lift again when you're ready. Remember, never look at the ceiling. That means your head's back. So you want to look towards your legs, chin not jammed to the chest, but over the chest, okay? So we ab curl, inhale, nod. Sink the breastbone to curl the chest forward, reach the arms an inch off, tailbone down, and pump. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 30. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 40. Inhale, 2, 3, keeping tailbone down, 2, 3, 4, 50. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, keep looking towards your legs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 70. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 80. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 90. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 100. Lower down, roll your head side to side. Okay, I'm assuming that was beautiful. Okay, let's go into your roll side and come sit for a little half roll back. This is that prep for the roll up that we're doing. And so remove your little spacer, move your head support a little bit further back out of the way, sit in the middle of your mat, open your legs apart a little bit, the width of your mat, and then move the feet far. See how I've got my feet pretty far forward so I can get right up on my sitting bones, grab behind the high back legs. We're gonna do our half roll back first. Inhale, hollow and scoop to roll back. Your knees can start to straighten a little bit and you're like in a little scooped out rowboat. And then pull the belly backward as you curve your spine over your legs, like a Ferris wheel coming over your legs, and rock onto sit bones. Unravel your spine upward against your imaginary wall. Hollow and scoop, curving out both sides of the body to roll to your half. Roll back only as far back as you can control this and not flatten your back and not pop your feet up, right? And then curve, and your belly is pulling backward as you're curving your spine over. And then rock on top of sit bones and unravel up against your wall. Inhale, hollow scoop, roll back. See if you can go a little further now into that rowboat position, and then curve forward. And if you can't yet, that's fine. Only go to the level of difficulty that is appropriate for you today. Every day is a little different. Hollow and scoop, roll back, navel to the back waist. Inhale, curve forward, and lengthen all the way up. Good job. Now let's try bringing the legs together and a little further out still, but slightly bent knees. Let's try the same thing. Inhale, scoop and C-curve. Now this time squeeze your legs together as you roll back. Let your knees straighten a little bit more if you can. Then curve forward. We're not going all the way yet. And unravel up. Inhale, hollow first into that scooped out position. Then deepen it, leading from the low, low part of your low back where the tailbone is. Feel that real rowboat scoop out. And pull the belly backward and curve forward and unravel up. Okay, let's roll back down. We're going into leg circles. Now, today you can use either your long towel twisted as I've shown you before, or you can use a strap of some kind, a belt if it's long, or a long cord, or if you have a yoga strap, that would work. Pretty long though. This is a towel that's been braided, but any kind of thing that gives you enough length to do it, and also a little bit of something to support your leg. And then we will use our head support. So roll back down on your back into neutral. And neutral spine and pelvis. Take the center part over the arch of your right foot. Grab the very ends of your towel, stretch the leg out, and then draw the tailbone down, even if that means your leg moves a little forward. Remember, that's okay. We want to be in neutral pelvis. Don't go here and tuck. Let's get to that neutral. Now, bottom leg can be slightly bent. You don't want it jammed in close, but it can be slightly bent. And if you feel you can stretch it all the way, that's the original idea. And so your choice. Ideally, elbows on the mat, but if your towel is not long enough and you have to be up here a little bit, that's okay. We're doing that very, very small leg circle. Drawing the circle on the ceiling, start across. Inhale, exhale up 1. Trying not to wobble the pelvis, up 2. Inhale, exhale up 3. Inhale, exhale up 4. 1 more. Exhale, pause and reverse. Out, down, around, up 1. Inhale, exhale and 2. Inhale, exhale and 3. Inhale, exhale and 4. Inhale, exhale and pause. Bring the other leg in. Slip into change. Make sure it feels even, and then stretch out into the position where you can be in neutral pelvis. All right, starting across the body. Inhale, exhale up 1. Exhale up 2. Now, if you have a TheraBand at home or a flex band, that would be ideal for this. 1 more, but these are options if you don't. And out, down, around, and up. Inhale, exhale and 2. Inhale, exhale and 3. Inhale, exhale and 4. Inhale, exhale and pause. All right, slip the foot out and remove that, and place your little long towel out of the way. All right, now we're going onto our side and come to sit for rolling like a ball. Again, scoot a little forward of the center of your mat. We're going to pull into our tight ball shape. You have the option of grabbing behind the back legs, a little easier sometimes. Get that deep curve, shoulders down. Find your little hover place right behind the sit bones with your feet just off the mat. And then you keep the chin gently down, don't jam it, and look at your belly as you pull the navel in tight. Then roll from your low back, inhale, exhale to that balance, and hold for 2 counts. Then roll from your low back. Inhale, exhale. Remember, don't look at the ceiling. And roll. Inhale, exhale, and hold. And deepen the curve to start the roll. Careful, don't go onto your neck or shoulders. Really, it's into your just mid-back. Inhale, exhale, and hold. Then if you want to try in front of the shins, otherwise stay in the position you were in. And here we go. Inhale, exhale, and hold. Deepen the curve. Inhale, exhale, and hold. Remember, if you need more cushioning, lay more towels down, or if you have a mat and put some towels over it, that can help give you a little more cushion if you need it. Inhale, exhale, hold, and then put the feet down, open the knees, round over, take a deep breath. Roll up, scoot your sit bones to the center, roll yourself down, use your head support, and we're going into single leg stretch, and then continue into our abdominal block as well for double leg stretch and crisscross. All right, so remember in this section you can always modify. How do you do that? Put your head down occasionally if you need to give your neck a rest until you get more strength. Make sure you're always looking forward, not at the ceiling. When your legs are moving, like for single leg stretch, make sure they're on a slight up diagonal, not dropping too low to the floor yet. And if you want less intensity, take the leg a little higher, and that would work too if you have back issues especially. And so just use the options you need to use. I've gone over most of those. All right, here we go. So getting into neutral pelvis, flattening the abdominals like a nice trampoline taut, and then lift the right leg tabletop, left to join, hands on the knees. Inhale, nod the chin, ab curl to look forward, straighten the left leg, hands to the right knee and shin, and now simultaneously switch and switch. Keep looking towards your legs. Do not look at the ceiling. Check you maintain that neutral pelvis and very quiet through the trunk. Exhale, only moving the legs straight out, little above eye level is about good. Exhale, 2 more, and now bend both legs in, lower the chest, hug in, roll your head side to side. For the double leg stretch, remember you can modify by not doing the arm circle for the long version. And so that when I get to that, that's an option to not do that if you would prefer. In any case, never let your head drop back, okay? So we're going to bring the legs tabletop, tailbone anchored. Inhale, prepare, arms straight. All at one time, we ab curls, reach the arms into the 100 position, and straighten the legs on a slight forward diagonal to the Pilates V. Inhale, prepare, nod, lift, reach as you straighten the legs to the V. Arms go up, inhale, keep looking forward, circle to the pelvis, exhale, and bend to starting position as you lower the head. Inhale, ab curl, straighten the legs as you reach and look at your legs. Keep looking forward as your arms go up, circle around to the pelvis. This is tough, so eliminate that circle if you need to. Just hold and then lower down. Inhale, ab curl. So you could just stay right here as we circle. Inhale, around, exhale, and lower down. Inhale, ab curl and reach as you straighten to the V. Arms up, inhale, circle as you keep looking forward. Nice and fluid, and lower, hug in. Rock your head a little side to side. And now we're ready for the crisscross. We're going to do the full version. The modification would be on the twist, lift one leg, and then center, and then the other. Or if you're doing it with me, we're doing the single leg stretch, but with the rotation in the upper body, and you're always twisting toward the bent leg. Remember, we're not trying to touch elbow to knee, not about that. We're just pivoting our torso, but the pelvis doesn't move. It's just the upper body pivoting. The lower body is stationary. The legs are just doing that little single leg stretch, okay? Interlace your fingers, hands behind the bony parts of the back skull, elbows side diagonal. Tighten your belly, tailbone anchored, and now lift the right leg to tabletop, left to joint. Inhale, nod the chin, ab curl center. Now as you twist to your right, straighten your left leg. Exhale. Simultaneously switch. Exhale. Switch, exhale.
switch, exhale, switch, twist, switch and twist. Keeping your pelvis quiet, tailbone anchored to the mat, not curling up, and no rocking in that pelvis side to side. Pelvis is quiet. Last one, and hug it in. That's a challenging one if done correctly. You should have felt it if you did it correctly. All right, let's put our feet down one at a time. Roll to your side, come to sit. We're going into our prone basic back lift, and so when you lay on your stomach, remember we're still connecting those abdominals, so follow my cues exactly. We're going to lay on your stomach, and then you're going to extend your legs together parallel. Do not tuck your toes, let your toes extend. Take your head support and cross your hands on top. Put your forehead on your hands, looking at your mat. Then draw your shoulders away from your ears. Gently press your 3 bones of your pelvic triangle. So the pubic bone, front pelvic bones, gently press toward the mat. And then as you keep that, lift the navel slightly away from the mat. So you engage those abdominals to support that neutral pelvis. Your legs should be very extended, very straight knees. Make sure your top feet are on the mat. We're not tucking the toes under. Lift the right leg just to a slight inch or 2 off the mat. Tiny pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower, lift the left. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower. Heels together in the V, and then separate them apart about 6 inches into open V for the upper back lift. So we inhale, hover the upper body. Keep the forehead on the hands as you lift the arms, head, and upper body, and lower. Then just the legs, lift, and lower. Just the upper body, inhale, lift, tight belly underneath, lower. Just the legs, lift, keeping the knees straight, lower. Now we do both together. Inhale, tight belly underneath, in your bow shape, and lower. Tight belly, inhale, lift, exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift and stay. Arms open to a T shape. Hands back to forehead. And down, one more like that. Inhale, lift. Arms open to a T. Hands to forehead. And lower down. Bring your feet together, hands by ribs, using your abdominals. Push up and back, round, and sit back to rest position. Drop the forehead toward the mat. Deep breath into your back ribs. Inhale. Exhale, get that thoracic breathing going. Inhale. Exhale, one more, inhale, and exhale. Roll up and move to the center of your mat in a 4-point position. Hands under your armpit, shoulder width apart, knees about a fist apart under the creases of your hip socket. You want to look like a table. The 4 legs and the tabletop is your spine in its neutral. Head up in line, looking diagonally forward of your hands, 2 feet. Lift your breastbone away from the mat, lift your navel away from the mat, but keep that tailbone reaching to the wall behind you. Now we do our flying table. Opposite arm and leg. Let's do right arm, left leg. Reach out in line with your spine. Hold for 10. Keep breathing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly, no perceptible shifting as you return. Then the left arm, right leg, reach in line with the spine and hold for 10, 9, try not to wobble, 7, 6, 5, 4, concentrate, 3, 2, 1, no perceptible shifting as you return. Now round in your cat stretch, exhale. Lengthen out in both directions to return to neutral. Inhale. Hollow and scoop. Exhale. Return to neutral. Stay.
Tuck the toes under for the 4-point hover. Lift the knees 1 inch off the mat and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, untuck toes. Round cat. Sit back to rest position. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Roll up. And let's go into spine stretch seated. So facing one direction with your legs in front of you on the mat. Open them apart the width of your mat. Flex the feet. Lengthen against your imaginary wall. And if you feel you cannot do that, then bend the knees slightly. That's fine to make sure you're in your neutral. Now bring your arms shoulder width, shoulder height, palms toward each other. Inhale, lengthen upward. Nod up and over candy cane hook. But you're going to go forward, up and over, reaching forward like you're going over a ball right in front of your belly here. But your arms are reaching between your feet. Inhale, stack your bones against the wall behind you. Head is the last thing up. Lengthen the side waist and the back pant waist. Inhale, navel lifted in and up. Nod up and over, curve as you reach forward. Exhale. Inhale, pulling the belly backward, roll up. Stacking against your wall, shoulders down, head is the last thing up. Inhale, up and over, curve and reach. Pull the navel toward the back waist. And roll it up. And now bring the arms up. Good. Interlace behind the head. Little side dip here. Dip up and over. Inhale, directly side like you're going along your wall. And back to center. Up and over, dip. And back to center, up and over, dip. And back to center, and up and over, dip. And center, hold, reach up and forward, palms together for saw. Now take your left hand to your right little toe, look down and back as your right arm goes back. Make sure you don't lift the sit bones, and then roll up to that spine in elongation, neutral. Up and over other side, look down and back as you saw off that little toe. And you keep both sit bones anchored as you roll back up. And return to your seated position. And we exhale, reach. And inhale, lift. And exhale, reach. Looking down and back to that back arm. So your neck is long. You don't want to look forward when I go back, because then that puts a little strain on the neck. So I want to look down and back. And come up. And exhale, reach. Inhale, lift, and exhale, reach. Inhale, lift, 2 more. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Inhale, stay. Right elbow pulls back, twist to the right, grow taller. Exhale. Open and reach back. Exhale. Thread back through to center. Inhale. Left elbow pulls back, twist to the left, exhale, stay very vertical, and open more, exhale, and thread back through, inhale. Again, right elbow pulls, twist right, grow taller, exhale, open, reach, exhale, and come back through. Ooh, got a little adjustment there, that was great. Exhale, pull, open more, exhale, and come back through, reach up, and curve up and over spine stretch position. Grab whatever you can. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. Tight belly. Exhale. Navel to the back waist. Now lengthen out to that flat back. Come up a little bit to get there. Inhale. Round over. Exhale. Lengthen out. Inhale. Round over. Exhale. Now roll up through your back. Shake your legs out together. And bend your knees to scoot forward in the middle of your mat. No head support for this next one. Move it to the side. Let's tuck and roll on our side onto our back. Knees and feet together. Feet close to you under your knees. Arms alongside neutral spine and pelvis, ready for the shoulder bridge prep. Inhale, prepare. Hollow and curl, flatten the waist. Here's that real scoop out we worked on at the beginning, but then continue up into your bridge. But your legs are together. Now, pick your right leg up to a perfect tabletop, but don't drop that pelvis. Tap the toe, inhale, without disturbing anything else, lift, exhale. Tap it, inhale. Lift, exhale. Tap it, inhale.
lift and stay. Extend the leg. Take it forward, knee to knee. Hold for 3. Keep your hips up 2. Holding 1, foot next to foot. Sink the upper chest. Roll down. Yes, we felt that. And again, inhale, pelvic curl. Roll up your spine, just a shoulder blade area. Don't go too high up like an overarch. And now we have that nice straight line. As we keep that, pick up your left leg, perfect tabletop. Keep that shape in the leg and tap it. Inhale, lift it, exhale. Tap it, inhale, nothing else moving. Lift it, exhale. Tap it, inhale. Lift and stay, extend the leg. Take it forward, knee to knee. Hold for 3. Keep breathing, 2. Holding 1, foot next to foot. Sink the upper body. Roll down bone by bone. Feel your waist, make contact on the way down, and then the tailbone last. Good job. Pick up your legs one at a time. Hug in and rock a little side to side. While you're here, cross your ankles, open your knees diagonally the width of your shoulders. Move that tabletop position in turnout. So my knees are still right over my hips here. My shins are parallel to the ceiling, but I'm in a turned out cross-ankled position. This is our rollover prep. Lead from your tailbone. Scoop your belly to roll the pelvis to your waist or slightly above it, but not by swinging your legs. You see I'm going slow. Roll down bone by bone. Even though it's a small movement, you still control it in both directions. How? Use your abdominals in both directions. Eccentric and concentric contractions. Concentrically contract to curl. And now we're going to put the brakes on. Eccentric control as we roll down and anchor that tailbone. Even though it's a small movement, it takes a lot of concentration. Scoop and curl. We're not swinging. Your legs become your weights. They're your little dumbbells in a sense. They give you resistance. So we don't use the legs to help us. It's all about the abdominals. Roll down smoothly. Last one. Scoop and curl. Put the brakes on. Roll it down smoothly. Now when you get to neutral, stay. Interlace your fingers, hands behind the head. Extend your legs to Pilates V. And nod the chin to ab curl. Tailbone down even if your legs have to come a little forward. And flex the feet. And now we're going to do openings. Inhale, open. Squeeze inner legs. Exhale, maintaining ab curl. Inhale. Squeeze. Exhale. And open. Inhale. Squeeze. Exhale. Then go back to a tabletop turned out and press diagonally forward. These are called frogs. And bend to the diagonal. So I'm in my V with my heels. And I'm in the V with my knees open, the width of my shoulders, and I'm just stretching on an up diagonal and bending to a little turned out tabletop. And keep your neutral pelvis as you do that. One more. Press, bend, and hug it in as you lower. Rock a little. Ease out your back. Take a deep breath. Place your feet down one at a time. Roll to your side. Come to sit. Let's go into side lying. Lay on your right side. Stretch out facing me so you can see me on the screen. And then stack up in a straight line. Bottom arm extended. I like to use that head support between the head and arm. Get that head in good alignment. Kickstand your top hand in front close to your body. Make sure your feet are lined up with the front side of your pelvis, not behind you. Lift your under waist just slightly and lift your front belly, of course. All right, keeping your legs together, squeeze both up. Exhale, lower, inhale. Exhale, lift and hold, control it down. So we never just drop the legs, we place them down and lift. Try not to rock your pelvis. And again, you can put some cushioning under there by layering some towel if you need to. That's fine. I don't know what kind of surface you're all on, so you have to make those adjustments yourself and do what you need to do so you can do the exercise. Next one, stay. Bottom leg beats. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 10. Flex the feet. Point the feet. Top leg up to the bottom leg, but the bottom leg is still off the floor. Up, down, up, down. Lower both down. Oh, yes. Bend to 90-90 chair position, shins parallel to the edge of your mat, top leg straight out in line with your hip bone, parallel. And now lift us slightly under your bottom waist, lengthen your top waist away, And then shoulder down on top. Let's do our side kick. Flex the top foot. Double exhale forward. And exhale, exhale. Reach, point back, inhale. Forward, exhale, exhale. Reach and stretch. Exhale, exhale. Try not to move the pelvis. Exhale, exhale. Reach it back. Exhale, exhale. Reach it back. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, back. Last one. Exhale, exhale, and back. Now take it straight out again. Tiny circle forward for 5, 4, no pelvic movement, 2, 1. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex the foot. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Point the foot. Bend the knee, lay it down, stretch legs out, roll to your stomach, cross the hands on your towel, forehead on hands like we did earlier. Heels together in the Pilates V for little beats. Now keep your pelvic triangle on the mat here. Lift your legs an inch or so in the V and just open, close the legs like little clicks. But don't slam them together, just tap them slightly. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't forget those abdominals. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest, push back, sit round and sit back to rest position for 2 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Roll up to the front of your mat. We're going into front support. And front support is basically like a plank. We've done this. We want to get first get in a really good 4-point kneel position. So no sagging in those shoulders. Get all that stuff we worked on earlier. Neutral spine, head looking diagonally forward of your hands. Don't look straight down. That drops the head. Stretch your right leg, tuck the toes. Now tighten that belly, left joint. See if you can hold here. If not, put your knees down and hold there in a partial plank. Remember, don't stick your butt in the back. It's in a straight line, either from heels to shoulders or knees to shoulders. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, but keep your partial plank and bend the elbows a couple of inches. Press up with your belly tight. Inhale, don't drop your head. Exhale, look diagonally forward. Inhale, push up. Exhale, one more. Inhale, push up. Untuck round and sit back to rest position. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, roll up. Grab your head support, and we're gonna stretch out on our left side. Facing me so you can see. Extend it out in a nice straight line. Head support between head and arm. Make sure your legs are lined up with the front side of the pelvis, not behind you. Parallel together, kickstand close. Lift your bottom waist. Lift your front belly in and up. Now take both legs. Squeeze up as a unit, lower with control. Imagine your legs are rubber banded together so they don't separate. Exhale, lift and lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Trying not to rock backward or forward in your pelvis. Always staying stable by using those abdominals and that elongation through your whole body. Like you're lengthening in both directions. Keep your legs like they're glued together. Top shoulder keeps drawing down so we don't get that tension up there. 2 more, lift. And last one, stay. Bottom leg beats, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 10. Flex both feet. Point both feet. Flex both feet. Point both feet. Hold. And lower down. Bend the knees to a 90-90, like a little chair position. And in this position, make sure your hips stay stacked. Top leg straight out. Flex the foot. Kickstand the hand for side kick. Exhale, exhale. Reach, point back. Exhale, exhale. Here comes my dog, Ebony. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, reach. And, oh, good, he went right under the camera. And reach. And exhale, exhale. Inhale, reach. And exhale, exhale. Inhale, reach. 2 more. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, reach. And exhale, exhale. Inhale, reach. Take it straight out. And now little tiny circle forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Flex the foot. Pulse. 1, 2. Not moving the pelvis. 3, 4. Hold 5. Point the foot. Bend the knee. Lower down. Stretch both legs out. Now, we're rolling onto our stomach for single leg kick. If you have a back issues of any kind, go ahead and just cross your hands and forehead on your hands, and you can do the single leg kick in this position. If your back is healthy, go onto your elbows with the elbows under your shoulders or armpits. Clasp your hands. Now actually push into the mat with your forearm, this lower arm here, and then lift your navel away from the mat. But notice my pubic bone is still on the mat, so I don't pick up my pelvis all the way. Then shoulders draw down, head in line with your spine on this little arc, and then legs together parallel. Now, nice straight legs if you can. So you want the legs not to be relaxed, but already energized. Starting with your right leg, 2 pulses, flexed, and point down. And exhale, exhale, point down. Alternate, exhale, exhale, stretch down. Flex and pulse and point down. When you place the leg down, it's literally placing it down, not slamming it down. So it's all about control, using your abdominals. And remember, if this position is putting any strain on your low back, lower all the way down and cross your hands with forehead on your hands. 2 more. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Now, double leg kick. Lower all the way down. Turn your cheek to one side, probably toward me to start. Clasp your hands on your waist. We'll do a little modification here on the waist. And then drop the elbows toward the floor. Legs together and active. Pelvic triangle on the mat. Navel lifted. Supporting with your abdominals, we're going to flex in 3 beats. Both legs together and flex in 1, 2, 3. Stretch in that bow shape, reaching your hands toward your feet and looking diagonally down to the mat. Repeat, cheek to the other side. 1, 2, 3, and reach and stretch. Remember, repeat, we don't want to pop that pubic bone when you do the beats. So keep the pubic bone on the mat as you pulse. 2, 3, and reach it. Again, 1, 2, 3, reach it. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, stretch, tighten the belly underneath. And 1, 2, 3, hold, separate the legs slightly, arms around above you, swimming. Opposite arm and leg. Try not to wobble your pelvis, and a little flutter. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, rest. Hands by ribs, tighten your belly, push back and round, sit back to rest position. 2 deep breaths here. Inhale, exhale, and again, inhale, exhale. Roll up to 4-point kneel. Let's do a few cats here. Round into cat back. Lengthen to neutral. Head in line. And round into cat back. And lengthen. All right. Let's sit facing so that our legs are in front of us and bent a little bit out away from you. Now you want a nice long spine, but you're going to lean back in a diagonal slanted neutral. Now either fingers toward you or to the side. My arms and shoulders are such that I need to go out to the side, and so if that works better for you too, fine. Plant your bottoms of your feet on the mat solid so you could stand on it. And you want that neutral, but you're going to press up to what is kind of like a bridge facing the ceiling. And try to get a nice straight line if you can. Some of us are tight in our shoulders. This might be difficult. And then sit it back down.
And as you sit down, don't collapse down, lengthen down, okay? And press it up. Make sure you feel like your feet are under your knees when you're up. And place it down. And one more, press it up. And place it down. Then reach up, flex the feet, and out and over, grab whatever you can, feet, ankles, or shins, and take a deep breath here. Pull the navel toward the back waist. Now lengthen out to a high, flat back inhale. And round over, exhale. And if you're here, that's fine. Lengthen up, inhale. And round over, exhale. And again, lengthen, inhale. Round over, exhale. Stay. Slowly roll up. And shake your legs out a little bit. All right. And then let's come facing back to the center and do our mermaid prep. So again, you can use some sitting pads if you would like for this one. Might be a little easier. And then get on top of your sitting pads, cross your ankles, open your knees, and get nice and tall in your neutral. Fingertips to the side. All right, let's reach up, inhale. Arc to the side, exhale. Feel that side body stretch. Now keep your side bend nice and open in the lower half, nice and squared up to the front. And then your upper body only will rotate and thread the top arm under as you look at your mat, but squeeze the navel even more. Then open back to shoulder over shoulder and lift to center. Up and out lateral. Upper body only, rotate, tighten the navel to the spine even more. Open and stack shoulder over shoulder. And lift from your bottom waist. Always the bottom, the waist obliques are helping you here. Inhale, up and out to the side wall. Make sure your shoulders are in alignment and your head. And then rotate, wrap. Open. And lift. And up and out. Rotate. Open. And lift. Okay, let's stretch it out. We're going to roll back down on our back. And you'll need something to do your hamstring stretch with. This can be your long twisted towel or a TheraBand if you have it would be great. So, or a strap would be fine too. Okay, so let's roll down first. Have that a little towel or whatever next to you. And we'll first start with our thread the needle stretch, cross right over left, thread through around behind the middle and outside of the left leg to pull it towards you. Gently use your elbow to press the right thigh open a little more as you pull the leg towards you, underneath you, towards you. But you can curl your pelvis on this one, but don't rock way to one side more than the other. Try to keep it a little more centered as you pull it towards you. Deep breaths. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more. All right, let's change. Left over right. Open the left knee, thread through the middle and outside of the right back leg to grab it, pull it towards you, and make sure you're not rocking too far toward the left so you get more stretch if you're more centered in your positioning. But then, yes, the pelvis curls towards you, and feel that stretch in the back, outside back hip area. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. All right, release. And let's grab your support for your hamstring. Hook your middle of your strap over your sole of your right foot so it's secure. Grab the ends. Get a little tautness on there. Draw your tailbone down. That's where you want to do your stretch in neutral. Bottom leg either straight or slightly bent. And then try to straighten the top leg as much as you can to get that hamstring stretch from your sit bone to your heel. Deep breathing here. Turn the foot inward toward the center body. just the sole of the foot. And then you'll feel that a little bit on the outside lower leg area. And then take the leg just slightly across the body as well, but don't tip your pelvis too much here. All right, bring it back up, foot to normal. Take a little bend and stretch and bend and stretch and hold. And then open to a little side diagonal for your inner thigh stretch. Try not to rock your pelvis towards your leg. Keep the pelvis level on the mat by using your abdominals and this bottom leg as an anchor. And if your leg is bent, you can just open it a little to the side to counterbalance if you need to. Return up to normal center with tailbone anchored. Hold for a deep breath. Okay, bring the other foot in to replace. Switch out. Take a moment to set your other side up in a good neutral pelvic position with your legs stretched as best you can into the strap, and then your bottom leg either straight or slightly bent. Check your back shoulders down, your back ribs down on the mat. Breathe into that hamstring stretch. Turn that foot inward, sole of the foot toward the center body, and then keeping that leg also slightly across the body. Return to straight up foot to normal. Keeping the tailbone anchored, take a small bend, inhale, lengthening out, exhale. And bend it, inhale. And stretch it all the way, hold. And then gently open to the side diagonal, controlling it so your pelvis stays on the mat. And inner thigh stretch. One more breath here. Release your strap to the side and hug both legs in. Give it a nice little stretch there in your low back. And then roll to your side. Let's come to sit. You can use those little sitting pads if you have them again. Finish off seated. Let's take a moment and just organize in your neutral. Lift that low back, lift the front belly, lift the side waist. Arms resting on your legs, but wide collarbone, like you have water running off the neck and shoulders. And you're nice and elongated against that imaginary wall. And notice the differences in your body from when we started class. And hopefully your state of mind. And I hope Pilates is helping you in these difficult times we're in. I like to try to think positive thoughts and say just positive things inside of myself as often as I can. So taking deep breaths and thinking, all is well in my world. Saying it in the present tense. Your brain only knows what you tell it. All is well in my world. And the other thing I like to do is say things like, I am healthy. I am well. I am healthy. I am well. Thank you all students. Keep doing your practice and you're going to feel better for it. I do. Thank you. Stay safe.